Hello, everyone. Are you an enthusiast to get into financial freedom? In this video, I am going to share with you one of the approach which can help you to get financial freedom in a very fast manner. In fact, this would be applicable if you are the one who are struggling to raise your income. You are stuck somewhere in a very fixed kind of income, but apart from that, or in spite of that, you have a dream and a desire to get financial freedom. So let's get into it. I'm just sharing my mind map, and this is what it is. The approach which I'm going to talk to you is about minimalistic money habits, and I'm going to share with you the concept about it and the top 9 ideas which will help you to boost your financial freedom journey. And if you watch this video till the end, I'm going to give you 3 bonus gifts also. So let's get into it. Let's get into the concept first. And the concept is about 3 things. The first thing is, what is this minimalistic way of living, or what is this minimalistic money habit? Minimalistic money habit is basically where you are not following the herd mentality where people are accumulating things whether they need it or not. But you're very, very aware of what really you want and you are very selective on it. You're taking your life to a level where it is minimum requirement for your life. And that is the way of living minimalistically. For example, if I want to buy a mobile phone, there are smartphones available in the market from the range of 6,000 to maybe 2 lakhs or 3 lakhs also. So a herd mentality will be where everybody wants to have those luxurious brands or the most expensive one. But a minimalistic approach would be what is the one which fulfill my needs? Maybe it might be worth rupees 5,000 or 6,000 only, but I go for it. So that is the minimalistic approach. Now, what are the benefits or why it is good? What happens is when we start accumulating things at beyond one point of time, it becomes painful. You would have also experienced it. You might have taken few things and keeping it in a house has become burden or maintaining them has become a burden. So every accumulation when it goes beyond a point it becomes painful. But this won't be a story for somebody who is into the minimalistic money habit way. The third is that when we have too much things it leads to cluttering also, which also leads to negative energy. So minimalistic is something which takes you away from those pain of accumulating things beyond what you need, and it also avoids you too much of cluttering also. So if you are in for this concept, let me share with you top 9 ideas which can help you to get into a minimalistic approach. And this minimalistic approach will always help you to have more disposable income available to you, which you can plan towards your investments and expedite your journey towards financial freedom. So, what are those ideas? I have categorized these ideas into mindset, strategy, and then how you sustain about it. Now, as you understand, that mindset is the most important thing. Once you have decided in your mind that you want to apply this approach, then it becomes easy for you. But if we are struggling whether it is applicable to me or not, whether I should go for it or not, then it becomes tough. Therefore, the first part which I'm going to talk about you is about the mindset. So let me share my mind map once again with you. So, what is the mindset? The mindset is about 3 things. It's about a lifestyle transformation, it's about family decision, and then it's about community. Let's get into them one by one. What is about this lifestyle transformation? Let us assume that currently you are living in a non minimalistic lifestyle, maybe an optimized way or maybe a more luxurious way. But when you take this decision consciously, this will lead to a lifestyle transformation. You will have to pace down or you will have to scale down the way you are living right now for various factors. And this might initially be a painful journey. But if you are focused on your decision and your north star, that is that is your aim of having financial freedom, it might sound good to you. Now, because to have a good impact, and if you're a person who is from a family, if you're an individual or a bachelor, it might be easy for you. But if you're a person from a family, it is important that you take this as a family decision also, because it will have an impact on your family as well. So, the second thing here you need to do here is to have your family also involved into this decision. So, this has to become a family decision that now we need to transform our life to minimalistic approach. Third thing is, it is always we are always governed by the people around us. So if you are in a community where people are showing off, where people are always talking about brands, goods, and other things, it might be a challenge because somewhere or the other the environment might drive you. So it's always better that you look for a community of people who are like-minded, who also have this approach. This would actually make your journey more easier. Let's move on to the next part. And the next part is about, in this part, I have discussed with you this mindset. In the second part, I am going to discuss with you the strategy, how you actually execute it. Now, once you have this mindset done, strategy won't be a big issue because most of the time we are stuck in the mindset. We are not able to come out of the way we have been living. It becomes a pattern, it becomes a habit. So the second part is, once your mindset is done, once you have decided that you have to move on to this, you can move on to the second part, and that is about the strategy. What is this strategy? The first thing which you'll have to do is to recategorize all your expenses. See, right now you might have some expenses which are under the category of your wants or desires, or which are basically actually wants or desires, but somewhere you have categorized them as needs. Let me give an example. For example, subscription to 5 OTT platforms. You need to have it. That is what you are thinking right now. So it has shifted into a need, although it is kind of a want or a desire. So the first step for you is to list down all your expenses, see what is your current category, and you have to recategorize and find out what are the ones which actually you have put as your needs, but they come under the category of wants and desire. Once you have categorized that, you need to go to the second stage of the strategy or the execution, where you have to categorically tell no to those expenses. Yes, if it's a subscription, you might have to cancel it. If it is a product you have been buying again and again, you might have to say no to buying it. So this is the main part where you are shifting your lifestyle, and that has been driven from your mindset. So this is where you are shifting from the current lifestyle to a minimalistic lifestyle. So you need to start saying no. Once you get into this strategy and when you are executing it, it might end up that because there's a shift, there's a change, and all changes are not comfortable to us, there's a chance that you might feel go back to your original state of living. So here comes the next and the important aspect, and that is how you are going to sustain it. So the third aspect is how you are going to sustain. Now, sustain is a thing of, just let me close this one, and just let me close this mind map. Yeah. So first is, as we have been following a herd mentality, you have to publicly express that you are shifting into a minimalistic lifestyle, because by this communication to the others, there's a probability that the people who are okay with you, they will continue with you, and there's a chance that people who are not okay, they might criticize you, and gradually you might see that they are just keeping a little bit away from you, and that is fine because you have a goal at the back of your mind. Second is, whenever you are able to, take these decisions of saying no to those expenses, and you are able to sustain it month over month, find some ways of rewarding yourself. A reward which keeps you in the minimalistic space itself, but you feel motivated in your direction. And you should periodic review how the things are going on, because this is a review which will actually tell you whether you are on the path or off the path. So these are the three things which you need to do to sustain. So once, let me repeat it. The first and the foremost thing is about your mindset. That is a lifestyle transformation decision which you have made. You take this decision with your family, and you get around yourself a community of like-minded people. Second is your strategy, where you reclassify your expenses and see what is not a need out of it, and then you start saying no to it. And then you sustain it by expressing it publicly. Second, you are doing a review of it, and you're rewarding yourself whenever you're getting the results. So, time for me to share my bonuses with you. So, if you are into this, one of the things which I do is that I help people, those who want to have financial freedom, and somewhere they are struggling with their sources of income, but they want to start this journey, they don't want to wait. So this is what I suggest them, that have a blueprint of shifting or transforming your life to a minimalistic approach for the time being, where you start at least your steps into the. So I have a free blueprint which I will be sharing with you, and you can just look at it how you can transform your life into a minimalistic approach. The second thing is I also share my link where I invite you from my free webinar where I talk and I will give secrets about how to have yourself in the journey of financial freedom and financial wellness. And the third bonus is that I would request you to share your comments, and I will also be giving a link where you can join my WhatsApp community also. So if you like this video and you find this is helpful, do subscribe to my channel and do share it with your friends and relatives. If you have any particular topic in which you want me to talk about in financial freedom or financial well-being or financial health, please let me know. I also take this time to introduce myself. My name is Ajay Lunawat, and recently I have achieved my financial freedom. I come from a not a very high income, high salary job, but over the last around 12 to 13 years, I have been regularly investing, not a very big amount, small amount, gradually topping up with a decent salary. I could achieve financial freedom, and my dream is to help you and anybody who is struggling to get into the track and attain financial freedom in their life. Thank you for watching and thank you for taking out your time.